Looks like we're gonna be getting kicked out. Yep, we're getting kicked out from our own home. What is going on? What you guys saw earlier was a clip of me just got done talking to the buyers of our home, and it's not going so well. The process has been frustrating, but we'll get to that once we cross that bridge. Welcome to another vlog here on ChiaTalks, where I walk you guys through the process, give you guys tips on a weekly basis, and just share with you guys how my weekly schedule is like. So, stay tuned, guys. What is going on? We just dropped off the Prius at an oil shop. Gotta get my oil changed, you know. One thing I noticed as being a realtor is I am constantly driving. So because I'm constantly driving, I'm constantly at the oil change shop. And they know me pretty well now. Good with a network, right? So my kids are with me, and we are walking to the park while we're waiting for the oil change to be done. Maybe like 30 minutes or so. But got some B-roll for y'all. So a few moments ago, I just spoke to the buyers on our property, and they want to move in next week, next Friday actually, by next Friday. But our replacement property is not quite ready yet, and there's been a few hiccups along the way on the replacement properties, such as the appraisal reports. You know, this appraisal report, because it's taking so long to get back, it's causing a delay on us officially moving in. For some of you guys that don't know, a appraisal report is gonna help us determine whether the replacement property is gonna be a yay or a nay. If the appraisal doesn't come back with good news, for example, it comes below value, it calls out certain repairs that needs to be done, whatever the case may be, if the seller does not agree to any of those terms, we may have to cancel. Yeah, this is really bad news. It's actually like the worst news we've heard all week. You know, it was crazy because appraisal was supposed to be back 3 days ago, and I'm not quite sure how this all happened, but we didn't receive it. The lenders and me called into the appraisal company and complained, and I guess the appraiser that came out and appraised the property on the replacement property didn't fully complete the report. So because it wasn't completed, it had to be resubmitted into quality control, QC, for the final report to be sent out. So now I'm at the point where I'm pretty PO'd. You know, like I even called my lender and like basically just yelled and said, what the heck? What is going on? But like there's not much he could do anyways. You know, other than order appraisals again and have it redone. But this will just make us wait for another week for it to come out. And that's also a risk. What if that happens again? So what is the point of this? The point of this is you always gotta expect the worst case scenario. You gotta prepare for the worst case scenarios, because if you don't prepare for the worst case scenarios, things like this may happen. And now we may get kicked out from our own home. So hopefully something turns out. What's up, Asher? He wants to play. He's mad that I'm not playing with him. This is what I deal with every morning. Asher. Come here. Come on, buddy. Asher. Come on. Come on. Okay, so I know what you guys are thinking. You guys are probably wondering, Chia, was this your fault? Was this the buyer's fault? I mean, what really happened? As a seller, if you are in the position of selling your home right now, you know, normally you should not close on your home until you're certain that your replacement property is also in line to close. So I took a gamble hoping that the replacement property would close soon after we closed this home, because we needed the proceeds from this home in order to be able to be finalized and cleared from the bank in order to fund for the replacement property. And so I allowed our home to close sooner than scheduled, so that maybe we could possibly just do like a quick 1 week rent back. If you haven't seen the video where I talked a little bit about Rentback, go ahead and watch it. In one of these corners, I'll put a link up there so you can watch it, or a video in the description down below. So as our home started getting closer to the close date, all parties have signed, but our replacement property, the appraisals, is like nowhere to be found. The reports ain't in yet, so it's a delay, because the lenders won't fund until all conditions have been met, and in this case, that condition is the appraisals. So because I took the risk and I knew what was going to happen, this is definitely not the buyer's fault. It is completely my fault, because I took a risk and this is the outcome. So at this point, we're just hoping and praying that, you know, the appraisal report comes back sooner rather than later. Because if it is, we're probably still going to be able to get the replacement property closed in enough time to where our rent back won't run out. Otherwise, we'll be homeless, living under a bridge. Okay, so what's the point of me telling you guys all of this? Well, for one, if you guys are in the process of selling your home right now, what you do not want to do is take a risk. The last thing you want is to go homeless and be kicked out of your own home. 2, always make sure that your replacement property is in line to be closed before actually signing the docs for your current home to be closed. Whatever it takes, delay the process of your home closing until you are 100% certain that your replacement property is in line to close. So hopefully watching this, you guys are well prepared and don't do what I did of taking a risk, because again, I have nobody else to blame but myself, because I knew what type of risk I was getting myself into. And now let's just hope that we don't go homeless. But of course, I will keep you guys updated. And speaking about keeping you guys updated, if you guys have not yet subscribed, definitely be sure to do so. It's gonna help me out a lot. And let me know what you guys think. Did I make the right move of taking the risk? I want to hear your thoughts. And maybe we can continue this conversation down below. But until next time, I will see you guys next week. Peace out.